Greetings, Internet. Welcome to Aaron Plays. In this episode, I'll be continuing my Battle in Combat Commander Europe. This is episode 5, scenario 5. Cold Front. I'm playing the Russians. James, my opponent, is playing the Germans. So it's an opposed play. This is after the fact. I'm just working my way through the log, describing what's happened. And yeah, I don't know what cards he's got. You'll know what cards I've got as I show you. So hopefully there'll be surprises and so forth. And yeah, you can see how the game sort of flows. So in the last episode, we concluded with a successful German counterattack, taking out 2 of my units here because I've been foolish and advanced forward. So, you know, I did have at one point a 12 victory point lead. It's now gone 2 back to the Germans. And I'm sitting here like, how did that happen? And I was cursing the cards and the draw of the cards. In actual fact, I was foolish. I pushed when I didn't need to push. We've still got plenty of time on here. This game sucks you in. You get carried away. And that's what happened. So, rethink, restart. German plays a move card. German turn. And he's falling back. Done his successful counterattack. So, okay. Then he plays an advance. And he went in there. And I thought, okay, he's got even more ambush cards. But I do not. So I'm going to lose another squad. 9v7. Oh, he hasn't played an ambush card. Oh, wait a minute. So he's gone in there without an ambush card. German rolls 6. Okay. Why has he got 9? Because his squad is worth 5. The leader himself, 6, 7. And his command value, 8, 9. This is 9. It's my 7. 6 for the unit and 1 for the box value, 7. Okay, I thought he was going to dump another ambush card down. He didn't. So it's 9v7. He rolls a 6. That takes him to 15. I roll 8. 8 plus 7, 15. When the scores are equal, it's mutual elimination. PP-wise, that cost him more because the leader actually put Smeed back on there, and I thought that was a mistake. The other bigger mistake, which I hadn't twigged while we were playing, is he's now only 1 point away from his surrender value. He just loses 1 more unit. And I wasn't looking at that. Why wasn't I looking at that? Because I was getting too carried away. I want to get units off. That's how I'm winning this scenario, is getting units off. Killing him is secondary. No, I should have checked the surrender value. This game, you learn as you play. And then recapping, actually doing this is reminding me, yep, should have done that. Anyway, so that, I think, cost him the game, though, because he shouldn't have advanced without the ambush, as we now know. German draws a card. Russian turn. So discard a card. I've still got rubbish in my hand. Draws 3 cards. German turn. He plays a fire. He wants to hit these guys. They're the last surviving unit of that original platoon. He does a sustained fire that allows him to add +2 when firing a mortar or machine gun. If the fire attack rolls doubles, break it, no matter what. So he's got a fire attack of 8, he rolls 3. With an 11, I've still got a test. My guys have got a morale of 8 or 10. They're okay. He builds up his hand, back to me. Okay, so finally I've got a move card. I activate the middle platoon, then move in forward. And they're all done. I draw some more cards. German turn, he discards. Russian turn. Okay, so what have I got in my hand at this point? What's going through my my dainty little head. Remembering I'm not thinking about how close he is here. But I finally got an ambush card. Woohoo! Okay. Advance, yeah. Oh, nothing else. Nothing else, but at least I've got an ambush card, so I'm keeping that. I just discard again. Try and draw some decent cards. German turn. He discards. Russian turn. I play the advance. Let's get these guys. I'd forgotten to cancel their order, which I then do now, and then now activate them to advance, and they can all advance 1 hex, which they did. Okay. So it plays a move, bringing those guys at the rear. I'm actually still thinking, okay, I've got time to get some more guys off the board. That's what's going through my head. That's what you're double victory points for. Just got to get them off the board. German turn. He discards again. Soviet turn. Move again. I move those central units. He shoots. Okay, German plays a fire. Now, again, why did I move these guys rather than these guys? Because at this point, okay, I have got 2 ambush. On that last draw, I got that second ambush card. But I've actually got 3 now. It's like the card gods have said, oh, you didn't have them for ages, now you can have some. So I'm actually like, right, okay, let's close. Now I want to close in. I can't remember if I was trying to close in on this unit or these units here. Anyway, that's 2 movement points. He shoots, activates them to shoot. Got a 7, they go on 9. That's a good result. 16. My guys are morale's 10. 16. They're a moving unit, therefore they break. This guy, he can only, if he decides to activate these, then they get finished. So this guy's now moving forward and jumps over the fence. Remember, because he moved from here to here, he gains an extra movement point. So he's got 6 movement points. So that will be 1.5, 3, 4, 5, 1 across the fence, 6. So now we're growling at this guy. I have got an advance card. So I want to advance next turn and then take him out. Still not realizing if I take him out, it'll break him. It'll end the game. But obviously he's still got options to retreat and all the rest of it. So, but that's now the plan. Take this guy out, which then will allow these guys to run forward because there's no one else. Objective 3 is now under Soviet control. And those guys move forward. He hasn't played another move card, so I'm just hoping that's enough. He's checking line of sight here. He has got it. He fires 6. Rolls dice. 5, not good enough, really. Total is 11. My squad is 10. Rolls the dice, that's okay. The leader, he's okay. All completed. So then I play a recover. 10. I think he becomes suppressed because bang on what he needs. Sniper activates. Again, snipers have done nothing so far in this game. So let's draw a card, draw a card. German plays fire. He's activating them to fire. 5 value of 7. He was targeting the suppressed unit. Rolls a 6. Got a 13. I play a concealment, which drops his attack down to 11. Remember, it's the winter camouflage. And mine goes to 11 plus the roll, more than enough. German plays rout. He's trying to get rid of that suppressed unit. Great. You may remove 1 mines or wire. There's no mines or wire in the scenario, so another event does nothing for me. So anyway, that ends up, and he didn't pull them back. So I know I'm going to advance in there and take that guy out because that's what the ambush card is going to do. So I play advance on all them. He jumps in. They move forward. They move back. I don't want to be shot at. Now, he could be playing close combat cards here because I'm thinking, oh, we could be both eliminated. I said, any ambush cards? He plays one that actually fits my unit. I play 2 on that battle, which breaks his unit. I break, he's eliminated as the VP. And at that point, he said, you've won the scenario. And I said, what? How have I won the scenario? He said, because I'm broken. And that's when I looked at this for the first time when I was actually playing. And I went, oh, yeah. I hadn't realized, as I say, I thought if I get rid of him, and I wasn't even trying to take these guys out, I just wanted to get these guys forward so that by the time I was going to be so high on victory points, eventually I'll take this guy out. But yeah, the scenario ended that point with a Soviet victory, or another way of putting it, 3-2, because we played 5 scenarios, 3 victories for me, 2 for James. His move into that close combat there without the ambush card lost in the scenario because he lost his last leader. And that was him getting carried away by the event. So the initial attack here, I got carried away and I shouldn't have advanced and spent time. His counterattack, he should have fallen, but he fell those back. He should have fallen those back as well on that advance rather than go in, because it was only 2 difference, and I had the advantage. He didn't have an ambush, and I had the advantage, which is a reroll. So that lost him the scenario at that point, though I hadn't realized how close it was at that point. So yeah, scenario 5. I think this was a toughie for the Germans. I mean, there's a lot of open ground the Russians have got to cover, but those advances are useful. And so I whinged whilst we were playing it about why not getting ambush cards. I should have just waited until I had the ambush cards. Discard 3. As long as I'm, not too close, he can come at me and then I can shoot him in the woods. He's no longer getting the benefit of all those trenches. I should have just waited. But no, that's what the game suckers you into it. You get carried away in the enthusiasm. I still, there's still what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or at least 4 goes through the deck. So, but they can move quite quickly as well. Both these decks are getting close to empty, so that's 2 time triggers, and you could get a double 6 within the first 2 cards, and it's another time trigger. So yeah, the time is wibbly wobbly. It could go forward quite quickly, and then sometimes it just takes ages before it goes forward. So that's the chaos of Combat Commander. Do I like the game? Yes, I like the game. It's a great game. It's also one of those games that I can play with people who've got absolutely no interest in playing something like ASL, even though I've got no interest in ASL at the present moment. But back in the day when I was playing this, I used to play this with my brother. I played it with my son. So yeah, I've even played Great War Commander, which is based on the similar system with my daughter. So the rule book is tight. And it just plays, and it's manic. It can be absolutely crazy. You could be sitting there with enemy running all over you, and you've got no fire card, you can't fire. But the same happens in up front, and that represents the chaos of battle. The guys, aren't prepared to engage in a firefight, so you've got to just accept that. So, and that's it. You just got to accept it. Anyway, so that was the end of that scenario. I'm going to ask James if you want, would play on a weekly basis-ish. If the next scenario, which we're going to do, which will be scenario 6, if you want to actually do another recording of that, if you guys are interested. So let me know in the comments section. If I get comments saying, yeah, do it, yeah, then yeah, I'll record it and bring it out. If you guys aren't interested, then fine. I've recorded it. It's on there. Watch it. Don't watch it. Like, don't like. Subscribe, don't subscribe. I enjoyed that. I had fun. Hence why I tasked James before we play. I said, do you mind if I do this? So you don't know what his cards he had, but you can see that, I was faced at the time with tough decisions. I made the wrong ones a couple of times, but then so did he. So in the end, are we great players? No idea. We're not methodical, as yet. We get carried away with the enthusiasm. It's all about pacing. So yeah. But as I say, I hope that I run through some of the rules as we were playing. So I hope that all helps. So anyway, until next time, thank you very much for watching. Bye, Internet.